7.0, power off and remove the Miles 21 Stryker ICV components. This TLO will contain the following ELOs. Power off the Miles 21 Stryker ICV. Remove the SAT. Remove the system cables and brackets. Power off the Miles 21 Stryker ICV. Turn off the VCU power. Battery interconnect, auxiliary power, and vehicle master power. Clear all weapons and simulators of blank ammunition and cartridges. Note: do not remove the hook and loop strap tape from the vehicle. Remove the SAT. Loosen the nut to remove the mounting bracket from the weapon. Remove the M2 SAT mounting bracket on the barrel support. Remove the system cables and brackets. To remove the RWA system cables and system bus cables, disconnect the terminator from J2 on the RWA. Disconnect P2 from RWS mainframe J1 and disconnect RWA interface cable P1 from the RWA J3. Disconnect W2 cable from the RWA and reconnect to the RWS mainframe J1. Undo the cable tie-down straps and remove the cable from the RWS. Disconnect P2 from J1 on the RWA and disconnect system bus cable P1 from the right side of the rear detector belt. To remove the RIA system cable and system bus cables, remove the bare leads plus and minus from the audio inputs on the lower left corner of the Master Control Station, MCS. Remove RIA cable P1 from J3 on the RIA. Remove the terminator from J2 of the RIA. To remove the VCU system cables and VDA system bus cables, disconnect P1 from J1 on the RIA and disconnect system bus cable P2 from J1 on the VDA. Disconnect P1 from J2 on the VDA and disconnect -15 system bus cable P2 from J2 on the VCU. Disconnect P1 from J3 on the VCU J3. Disconnect P1 from J3 on the CPDU. Disconnect system power cable P2 from VCU J4. Disconnect -4 system bus cable P1 from VCU J1 and P2 on the rear side of the right detector belt. To remove the VDS bus cables, disconnect P2 from the left side of the rear detector belt and disconnect system bus cable P1 from the rear side of the left rear detector belt. Remove the cable from the vehicle. Disconnect P2 from the front side of the rear left detector belt and disconnect system bus cable P1 from the rear side of the left front detector belt. Remove the cable from the vehicle. Disconnect P2 from the front side of the left front detector belt and disconnect system bus cable P1 from the left side of the front detector belt. Remove the cable from the vehicle. Loosen the two add-on armor mounting bolts on the left and right side belt protection brackets and remove the belt protection brackets. Disconnect P2 from the right side of the front detector belt and disconnect system bus cable P1 from the front side of the right front detector belt. Remove the cable from the vehicle. Disconnect P2 from the rear side of the right front detector belt and disconnect system bus cable P1 from the front side of the right rear detector belt. Remove the cable from the vehicle.